What's happening, my good people? My name is Porter Troupe. I'm here with my brothers Jordan Watson and Shane Wal. This is the Last Three podcast. Three professional hoopers. I went to University of Portland, and I've been a 13-year pro. I'm going to slide it over to G. Watson. Tell everybody about yourself a little bit.
What up? My name is Jordan Watson. Went to Central Michigan University. Been playing basketball in Europe for about 12 years now. That's it. Shane, what you got for us?
My name is Shane Wal. I only got 10 on me, 10 years, played overseas. I coach girls basketball now on the high school level. It was crazy every time y'all say 13 and 12, dog. That hits so hard. I don't think y'all understand, man. Dog, y'all got 12 and 13 years in the game. That's crazy. That's what's up.
Definitely a blessing. So today we're going to break down some situations from Game 6 in the 1993 finals. That's going on. There's been a lot of talk about Michael Jordan and his accomplishments. And I think the main thing is here we're talking about basketball is a team sport, you know. He gets a lot of credit for winning championships, deservedly so. But I think we're going to highlight how much of the team game it is and how much it matters, your fundamentals. The other 4 guys on the floor with you, the other 5 on the other team, how much that impacts winning and legacy and all of that. So Shane has a video. We're going to break it down.
So we want to watch, man. You know, it was crazy when we was watching a documentary. You know, they did a Bulls and Suns series, man, and I was just watching the last 30-something seconds of that Game 6. And I watched it as a kid. I haven't watched it as a college kid. And I watched it with a pro's eye, with a vet's eye, and I was just so bothered by so many mistakes that were made by Suns players that could have helped them put that game away, man. If they win that game, a Game 7 at home, man, anything could happen. You know, that could have been Mike's first, you know, I know would have, could have, but that could have been Mike's first finals loss. So we just kind of want to go over the last 3 minutes of the game, man, just break down all the good stuff that happened, all the dumb stuff that happened, man, and just, you know, and just kind of break the film down. I want to ask you this, P, you too, G. Do y'all feel like y'all learn how to play team basketball in Europe or in college?
I think that for me, I learned how to play with other really good players in high school because of AAU situations, but the game's so much different. I think when I got to Europe, I really understood pick and roll better. Yep. But it's in my nature to kind of play as a team player. It's just who I am. So I've always been able to kind of like understand what other guys do well, you know, and try to balance my game off of that. But definitely in Europe, I learned how to play pick and roll a lot better and learned how to create out of that situation.
Word. What about you, G?
I would say being a point guard, I learned a lot more in Europe because with my ability, I think I can score. And then it's like you have to learn how to pick and choose your spots. So it's like, and it's still even difficult to this day of picking and choosing, you know, like when I can remember playing AAU and I'm playing with better guys, sometimes I would just turn into this pass first point guard and make sure guys are going and getting things organized and under control. And then it's like you lose yourself in the game, you know what I mean? So it's like the older you get and the more you play, you learn that. So, and then in college, I just didn't have a lot of talent around me, so I would go crazy trying to just be aggressive as much as possible, you know what I mean? And then it's like, and that could be detrimental to your professional career. So it's just like you just learn. So you learn that more how to be yourself within the flow of a team.
I'm gonna fry you later because I want to know who wasn't talented on your team. That's tough. That's tough.
You know, I have no talent. Like, yo.
I mean, bro, like
all the teammates at the crib, like, what you talking about?
Man, hey, that's definitely a gas I gotta hop at later, man. But let's go ahead. I'm about to hit play. So I think the Suns up right now. I think they up They celebrate, they feeling it. They just came back to win game 5, so they think they got a chance to win game 6 too. Dog, it's crazy, dog, because the Suns was low key celebrating early, man. Like they was really chilling, like they feeling good. Marley missed the first free. Ooh, that's tough. Marley missed the first free throw. Dog, he was 4 for 5. That was his first miss.
And he tried to follow a shot right there. Nervous. What you doing, bro?
Hey.
Yo, I think this one, this one Mike got. Is this one Mike got ripped by KJ? Yeah, this one Mike got ripped by KJ, I think. Yep. Trying baseline, strip that, get to the 3-point line. I don't know, like, how better you can play a big guard, dog. Like, I don't know how else you're supposed to play him. That's just great defense. Take his space away. That's a great swipe, too. The replay, crazy. Ooh, that's a great swipe. Move the shoulder out the way. Cause you play with it, like, I know Mike was cold, but could you play with a dude that took the shots Mike took? Like, I was thinking it's always hard for me. Like, well, I did it with Rakim though. Rakim used to post up in the short corner. When I was in South, Rakim used to post up in the short corner a lot. He used to kill. He used to kill from the short block.
But you know what, though? I mean, I think it all depends on the offense that you're running. So the guys that want to go get it, so it depends on the situation. I think I would rather play with a guy like Mike that's playing within the confines of the offense but still taking most of the shots, because at least they're shots you can prepare for. You know that he got it here, he gonna shoot this.
Yo, so this what we was mad about. This what we was talking about last time, P. All right. G was like, yo, tough trying to get a post touch at this spot. But Charles Barkley was averaging. What was he at? He was killing this whole series, dog. Scotty couldn't guard him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
How much? No, I was saying it's about 3 minutes left in the game. I don't think Barkley needs to get. He doesn't necessarily have to have a touch every possession from 3 minutes. I think when you get under 2 minutes, that's kind of when it gets a little bit more serious.
So you cool with KJ looking them off right here against Whole Grant? It's Whole Grant.
Yeah. I mean, because it's like what? It's going to be 3 minutes of him.
Get the rebound back. Make them W. Create shots. That's a tough bucket, KJ. But like, dog, because at that point, man, you slow their defense down. You know what know what's coming. You get a chance to catch your breath. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it ain't no different than what they just did with Mike on the block, but it was just a guard instead of a. Well, Chuck not really a big, he a tweener, but it's the same setup. Man, that's barbecue chicken.
Chuck's got to get a touch, man. He's got to get a touch, man.
Dog, man, give me that, dog. I feel bad for Chuck, man.
Crazy shit, dog.
You said what?
Chuck about to start talking so crazy shit, man.
Oh man, yo, the more I watched the doc, the more I started questioning like Pippen's heart, man. That's the same play.
He's upset about it too, though. You know what I mean?
Who, Pip?
Yeah, he said it.
Right now.
So I'm KJ drunk right now. KJ drunk. Yo, Chuck just got you a bucket. Chuck, you look Chuck off. I disagree with you, G. You look Chuck off. He get the rebound, same spot, set you up. You get you a little runner. Chuck is trying to get to the block again. Why are you rushing? Y'all up.
Yeah, no, and I mean, I was saying at that point, 3 minutes, it don't got to be Barkley. Because I'm there. What happens when there's 20 seconds left? You got to kick the ball to somebody else, and they ain't touched the ball in a few possessions. It's kind of like you putting them in a tougher position. Like, man, it's 3 minutes. We up at this point. Also, you know what I mean? Like, it's not panic time. It's not hero time.
And it's a different generation too. It's a different generation of hoops where they didn't mind playing slow even at the end. I think today's basketball speeds up at the end, and their spacing is trash. Man, Danny, get out my ear, dog. I'm still mad at you, dog. Man, don't talk to me, Danny.
Hey, you know what? You know what's crazy? A small detail though that I just peeped. I mean, I peeped it actually watching The Last Dance. Jordan on his turnaround, so he just got stripped by KJ.
Yeah.
And on the next one, he's like a computer, bro. So when he did the exact same move, but he kept the ball tighter to his body on the turn.
Because
Because
KJ
KJ
tried to
swiped
strip it
again
again.
and
He
missed.
couldn't get it. He couldn't get it.
Right. Like little stuff like that is crazy, bro.
Come on, dog. Why do you have the ball on the elbow? Why do you have the ball on the elbow, Holgrant? Now, see, now that I feel you. I feel you about that, G. Right? Why is he getting that touch with 5 seconds left on the clock? He shouldn't be getting. I wouldn't even want. Don't even give me the ball in that situation because I'm just gonna sweep in an attack because I don't have time to do anything else. But talking crazy to him, dog. Dog. Chuck all in his ear, man. Hey, Pip shook. Look at Pip. He's shook in this.
Listen, dog.
Shook.
Yo, get yourself out of my ear, dog.
Grant shook. Look at Grant. He shook. Dog.
Yo, listen. Hey.
Yo.
But then it's like you watch the doc and then you see this going on, and it's like Barkley not doing that to Jordan. He's doing that to Pippen. So it's like he picking and choosing who he knows he can talk to.
So we up 4.
This is after the Dream Team, so he probably really knows some stuff about him.
Yeah, they cool.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Like
how many teammates y'all have? How many teammates y'all had that would just let that rock like that?
I had a lot of teammates that would let that rock.
Me too. Yo, like, hold on, bro.
Yo, I had a lot of, and not just Europeans. I had some American teammates that'll let that rock, bro.
Yo, I think I had more American teammates because Europeans will act fake tough.
Yeah, true. So, all right, G, it's under 2 minutes. We up 4. This a bad touch. What you think?
Let's see.
Man, dog, it's barbecue chicken, dog. Oh, that foul's crazy. Hey, that foul's crazy. Yo, ain't this the one where Buddy didn't push him?
Yeah, facts.
Oh,
Yo, what was the ref's name that got in trouble for betting on the games?
What's his name?
Donahue. Was it Donahue?
Yeah.
Is he out there?
Yo, that's tough.
This is my thing with refs. It's like they're not gonna make a blatant, obvious bad call. They just do something to shift the momentum. You get what I'm saying? And expect the good players to come through when they come through. You know what I mean? Because that's like you call an offensive foul, bro. We're down here tussling in the paint. Come on, bro.
Yo, and why doesn't he catch? Why don't the Bulls catch heat? I know they won, but why don't they catch heat for only scoring 7 points in the first 10 minutes of this game, dog? Of this fourth quarter. That's tough. Chuck still talking to Pip, talking crazy to him.
Pip pushing him off like, get away from me. My God,
is that good defense? Is that good defense? Is that what like I don't? It's Mike, man. That's a decent shot for Mike.
They really dodged the bullet right there, to be honest.
I really hate this play, dog. I just don't like the entry into this play because it doesn't get Chuck open. Like, I don't know if it's – I think I blame Chuck a little bit more. But Chuck also kind of he in that eat mode. So he's just like, yo, just get out of my way. But Chuck got a down screen. He got a down screen or Danny got a back screen.
Right.
But he not open because there's no screen that happens right here. And I get mad at my girls for this too. It's like you trying to run the play, you're trying to get to the spot of the play, but you're cheating your own play. If he just turn around and screen him, dog gonna be so open, he might have to hedge a little bit. Boom, you straight. But like you can't be an NBA all-star, superstar, top 50 greatest players and you don't set the screen or you don't back screen him, and then now, dog, he's still connected to you, dog. Like, he connected to you. You're not open.
Right.
So how many undisciplined plays have we watched by Phoenix already?
Oh my God, dog.
We've been watching in real time. What, 2 minutes of game so far?
We watched about 5 or 6, and Chuck is a dog for this rebound. Like, but what's going on here, dog? My man's right here, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yo, G,
what does he do?
yo, G, if I was your big dog and I was on the 3-point line like that, chilling, while you was trying to initiate a play, dog.
Like, I don't know. Like, I want to make an excuse for him, but I just feel like they are just nervous, bro. Like, they just shook. You know what I mean?
Are you kidding me, bro? Hey, what type of play is it? Dog, is this okay? This is the question the conversation we was having. Is this bad spacing or was this good spacing for 1993? Like,
I don't know.
Were they telling him
if you
to
ask
stay
me,
there?
I feel like Chuck got bad space. He didn't set the screen. Mark West is doing whatever he wants to do. Like, what is Mark West really going to do? Like, if you're in that position, you need to be down screening.
That's all they're gonna do. Swing it, dog. Swing and screen. And why is he making this empty pass from so far away? And look where he catched it, man. Everything about this is trash. Way to fight though, dog. Is that Pip? Is that Pippen?
That's Pitt.
Dog, I didn't catch that last time. I was so mad at Chuck. I didn't even peep how Pippen did a great job. He ain't foul him. He ain't let him get set. They up 4, just got a rebound and a timeout. They celebrating. He telling his own mans he choked.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, but hold on though. So going back to that whole play, actually, the problem is the fundamentals, bro. Their fundamentals are so bad. And at the beginning of this, we're talking about educating people. I think the most important thing to fall back on is your fundamentals, and fundamentals is everything: spacing, discipline, setting screens, good entry angle, good point of attack from KJ to start the play. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to tell you, it's funny you said that because whoever it is, whether you on the high school level, college level, you know what I'm saying, man, get out of here. Whatever level you on, dog, if you just do, y'all heard of I don't know what y'all called it, but the U drill, when you on the block, the U drill is that's what they called it at OU, where you kind of you shuffling in the U just so that the dude guarding you can't get around you, but you're keeping your chest open to your entry man, to your wing passer. You know what I'm saying? Chuck doesn't do the U drill, so he don't get open.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and at the same time, Pip is he's doing a defensive U drill very well. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I didn't go back far enough. But it's just crazy how like some so little that people have been telling me about my whole life, like it matters in the NBA Finals. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and also, Pete, like for example, Danny Ainge, he just runs out there. Yo, Chuck, come set this screen, bro.
Or if you see him not setting the screen, set a back screen. And
facts. Create the action, though. You know what I mean?
If you
always got to create action.
If he backs from him, he open.
Facts.
And why's Thunder Dan shooting this?
He was deep too. Why isn't he on the line?
Come on, Thunder. Yo, and the amount of disrespect Mike is showing some of these guards on Phoenix, dog, defensively is crazy. It's coming up. Dog, my man's, oh man. What's Buddy's name?
Frank Kitty.
Hey, there's something in. Frank in the game, ain't he?
Is Frank in the game right now?
No, he shook already, bro. He shook already. Look at him. Dog, what is he doing, bro? Look at him.
They both pointing, Larry. You go to the corner, though. You go to the corner.
Yo, what's Frank doing?
Right,
yo, oh man, this is yo, what's Buddy doing? Yo, just watch Frank, dog. Just watch him, man.
I know.
Yo, he shook. He's so shook.
Like, yo, like I want to make it excuse for him. Like, okay, maybe he doing the illegal defense thing, spacing. I just don't understand what's going on, dog.
And this the one that had me hot. So Frank just out there just drunk, turn around. Danny want to guard Mike full court. Don't want to turn him. Let him sit on his right hand. Don't ask for no help. And then get down there. And then I think what made me mad is dog Phoenix in foul trouble. They take out their rim protector. Mike walked to the rim. Walked, bro.
Danny, fundamentals, Danny, get back.
Dog, I tell my kids all the time, we can't let them do what they do good, man. Make them do something else. If they beat me doing something else, I'm straight with that. But I'm not gonna let a good player beat me doing average things, dog. You gotta beat me doing great things. Let the dude walk to the rim, give him an easy two. Come on, Chuck. Go to work. Pivot game was a little weak on that. Draw two. Frank and
Frank Diddy.
I just don't understand what they're doing, bro. It's like,
yo, you are in the NBA Finals, dog. Yo, that's crazy. Chance to be a hero, dog. Robert Horry.
but I'm saying again, I think psychology matters and how you feeling. Like, bro, if you play, I think he played 6 minutes this whole entire game. You gonna put him in a game 6 in the fourth quarter and expect him to make a play? Like, he got to be cold-blooded killer to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I give Damon Jones big respect when he hit that three. Playing with Cleveland against the Wizards, like, bro, he was chilling, put him in cash. Like, that's not happening a lot. And then you got this dude coming in cold. You know what I'm saying? He don't know. He missed one or have one bad play. It's over. You know what I mean?
How do you build a shooter or a scorer's confidence off the bench? I think you got to give him an ultimate green light, and you got to put him out there. Well, Frank obviously is not a scorer because he don't even move like a scorer.
Right.
Oh, he doesn't want no smoke of that. Thunder still got to hit that though. Thunder got to hit that.
Oh, and peep how Frank when Dan drives, he wants to take a step in, bro. Did you see that?
He don't know what to do.
That's what we talked about. He getting doubled, right? So normally
he want to take a step in when Dan driving. Look at his feet.
No, you kidding me? I didn't even catch that before. He's literally in Thunder's driving lane. That's probably why Thunder passed it.
Yes.
But again, okay, so let's go back to fundamentals, right? Barkley getting doubled, you know what I mean? You got two guys on the weak side. Again, he at the 45, he should cut to the rim and make Mike make a decision. Right. The fundamentals are just bad, you know what I mean? Like,
look at his space. See again, is this great spacing for 1993? Like, why isn't he in a corner? Or why isn't one of them in the short corner? Why aren't they flattening the defense? Why do they have the whole middle clogged up with the two best defenders on the team, Jordan and Pippen? You kidding me, bro?
I think, like I said, we can, if we want to make excuses for them, they're trying to stay high. You know, the NBA, they have the illegal defense rule, possibly.
But
we can just say they don't. I'm gonna go with they don't know what they're doing in there, because it's like we've been watching them have just poor offensive possessions since we started this. You know what I mean? So, like, make no excuses.
Chuck right-handed, dribbling to the middle. What you think he about to do if he go to score? He's turning over his left shoulder to the middle. That's even more reason to flatten the midline help out, so that if Chuck turned to the middle, if somebody help, they have to step up. They're not already there. Look at this, dog. The double was literally already there, and Chuck doesn't want to turn baseline because that's not his comfortable shoulder. So he's turning to the middle, and only person he see is Frank Nitty, dog. Bro, you either behind the 3-point line or you on the elbow. Kills me when dudes catch it right here.
But I'm saying, okay, Frank is supposed to either. I think he's supposed to cut on the middle, right? And as he's cutting, Dan Marley should lift up so he's still in the vision. You get what I'm saying?
Because Mike is gonna have to take Frank, and then Dan Marley got a wide open three on the wing. Open three on the wing, right? So Frank don't know what he want to do. He start to cut, he stop. Dog, Mike don't even barely take a step toward him, and he
got him both.
Shook.
Look at his stance right now.
He wasn't ready to play. He wasn't ready to play at all.
I'm saying as if you're Frank, you got to come in on something like, yo, I'm cold. They ain't put me in yet. F it. Whatever happened, it ain't my fault. I ain't been playing. You know what I'm saying? If you care, it's
When
gonna be
do I
over.
have to
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what you think going through Chuck's head right now?
I'm playing with some bums. Man, these dudes some bums, man. They can't do nothing right.
Yo, when you got killers on your team, dog, you deal with a lot of stuff off the court. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna deal with the bad attitude. I'm gonna deal with if I know I got some goons with me, dog. Man, I'm gonna be okay off the court because I know on the court.
You think that's why they probably they let Rodman go to Vegas? Like, man, I know he's gonna come in and just rebound and set screens or whatever.
I know what he.
Come to Vegas, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I know what he's gonna give me. Look at Chuck.
Sure.
Tell him something crazy. Well, wait, I had what? You had two. Damn it. I don't know what they told him, but all I think about is when when they told Bron they had one more timeout after JR was drunk. That's all I think about every time Chuck did it.
Collapsed. Boy, just collapsed.
That's when he decided he was out of there. You know what, bro?
Yeah, I'm out. Probably put the nail in the coffin too for JR's career.
Dog, like look at this part right here, dog. That part always cracked me up because that's like when they asked when Bron asked the coach something and it was like we got any more timeouts? We said we got more timeouts.
God, bro.
I'm out of here. That's what happened.
I'm done. Man, he died in that game. I remember watching that game because I said, yo, they just lost that game. When Bron hit that moment, it's like, I said, yeah, they lost that game, dog. Hit, yo, Chuck. I think that also made Chuck too aggressive. Right? I think he was trying to psych Pip out. He kind of psyched himself out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not always talking, I don't know if Game 6 is the time to start talking. You get what I'm saying?
He's always talking now.
Why do you reach on that? Like, all right, I think Danny Ainge is bugging. I think he's bugging for taking. I think that's taking whole Grant as a threat. I think he's bugging right there. But why would you reach though, Barkley?
And that's what I'm saying. Like you sit there talking. You know, you making mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's a domino effect.
Now, if that's your personality and you always talking, I feel like it's like you doing that game 39 of the season. That's your personality, whatever.
Yo, and it's crazy because if you cut from outside of film, the first mistake he makes, it's crazy. Every time I watch this, I see something different. First mistake Chuck make, he's late.
Right.
He's late. Look, it like you don't see it when Pitt start to go up, but you see Chuck's reaction.
Yeah, he loses contact with
He late. He late right there. You can't give somebody that's more athletic than you that much space.
Facts.
And then if you late, just stay home. Pip not a shooter.
Facts.
Tough.
And I wonder why Mike passed it though. Getting pressure, probably didn't want to deal with the pressure.
Or pressure relief. You think it was a play or pressure release?
I think it's
pressure release. You got KJ picking him up. Probably don't want to work that hard. Give the ball up, get it back, make one move, score.
And whatever play was, this is why you want hoopers, man, because I know me, I'm going to draw up a play, end of the game situation, but I can't account for Chuck reaching. If Chuck reach, I need you to turn into a hooper. You know what I'm saying? Right. You got those you got those players that are robots that even after Chuck reach, you still trying to run the play. For what? You got the advantage, man. It's 3 versus 2. That's what you got. You got you driving to the rim. You got a good finisher, kind of, get into that. He's not in a dunker spot, but he's close enough. Boom. Oh, man, Danny. I don't think Danny goes.
Supposed to run back out to Paxson.
Yeah.
Chuck got to run back out to Paxson.
Who should run out, Chuck or Danny?
Chuck.
But I mean, Danny, you up 2. We're giving up this dunk, and we're gonna get the last possession, dog.
Let
You
it
know what I'm
go. Let it go.
100%. But since he went down there, and Chuck is the original dude that got beat, he got to run out to Paxson.
Thanks.
Danny just give up. Like, it's over. It's over, dog.
I mean, Danny won championships. Multiple.
He did. Oh, man. Why would you have Mike take it out? That's interesting. Why would Mike take the ball out?
That is interesting.
And who just came up
Mike took the ball out? So how did he get it back?
I think it was BJ that came up and got it, and it passed it back to him. Even the pass back to Mike was kind of iffy, dog. It was an iffy pass.
Yeah, why wouldn't you deny him if he's?
That's what I'm saying. I would have straight denied him if he tried that.
Oh, you passing the ball in? Oh, okay. As soon as you walk back in, I'm denying you. Bro.
Exactly. Well, maybe they wanted him to deny, and then Mike would have started going downhill.
Man, listen.
I mean, who would know? Who knows for real?
I'm grabbing.
That's interesting, dog.
But you saw that KJ was guarding Mike earlier. Danny, for whatever reason, picked Mike up, and Mike got the easy bucket, so they made sure to put KJ back on Mike.
Yeah, so they just go full court.
Yeah, so he can't go full court. I mean, so yeah, I see him. I see the coaches. A little back and forth. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what Phil was thinking. What play was he trying to run? Because they never got a chance to develop. Yeah, man, I'm sorry, dog. Danny got to let that. I know Chuck messed the play up, but Danny got to let him dunk that. And you got 6 seconds left to try to win the game. That's a tough way to lose.
Fundamentals, man.
So I'd rather have a John Paxson on my team, bro, than I don't know who I can use in this example, but maybe a John Starks, another volume player. Like, I think that takes away from Mike and whoever else, man, when you got a guy like John Paxson, because his whole career is predicated off of making shots without seeing a lot of the basketball.
Right.
That's a tough shot to make, man, if you ain't touched the ball a good chunk of the game. That's big, bro. Would you say you ain't like about the shot, P?
So Paxson, he thumbs it if you peek on his left, on his guy hand. I mean, he's been shooting like that his whole life. So it is what it is, but a man thumbs it if you peep the replay. His guy hand kind of pushes and influences the ball a little bit.
Great pass. Like, whole Grant didn't even think about it, bro.
Yeah. You see if you go back, you freeze his left hand, his guy hand is out. You want your hand to be more like a plate.
Right.
But it's big, man. I mean, caught it, had time, was on balance, shot it with confidence. At the end of the day, that's what really matters.
Hey, we talk about this a lot, P, but I'd rather have Horace Grant and John Paxson on my team. Because cats like that, man, they get underrated because they're not high marquee, quote unquote, talented guys, but they're the guys that make these plays. Like like Horace Grant he's in team mode. At no point did he say, yo, let me try to get dog. You help, boom, just right away. He didn't even think about it. Kick it, open man, Scotty, catch it, you hard help, I attack. But at the same time, I attack. Something happens, I'm making a pass. I'm not even sitting here forcing it. Instead of having a guy that's like, yo, I got to be the man. I think we celebrate the man too much. Celebrate too much, man. And it's cool because you need somebody that's cold-hearted. You need a Kobe, but you don't need 3 Kobes on one team.
Right, 100%. Basketball's a puzzle, man. The pieces have to fit.
You got to fit.
I have to play what you do well.
That's tough, though.
There's only one ball, so there can only be one guy at the time.
How much of this Game 6 or this championship you giving Mike credit for? I mean, he had great numbers, but like, how much of this win you giving Mike credit for?
In the percentage,
Yeah.
I'll give him 30.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I think we still gotta take into account, man. Like he's Mike, like he's all over their scouting report. Horace Grant's not on the scouting report. John Paxson's not on the scouting report. Like Mike is the guy that they're gaming for. So it's like, and for him to get it done that way and then still trust his teammates, you know what I mean? Like that's a different load he's carrying. Granted, Paxson hit the shot and Horace made a great pass. Pippen, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. But none of that's possible if they don't think like KJ is going to pressure him and give him a hard time. You know what I'm saying? Like we still got to keep that in the front of our heads.
Yo, this like what's the spacing on this, dog? What are we trying to get, man?
Boys down their leg, man. They urinated, bro. It just is what it is, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like so we just watched 3 minutes of them having no cohesiveness, like not like just don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? Like they didn't deserve to win. Plain and simple.
I think it takes a brave coach to run sets through a non-offensive big on the perimeter. It takes a brave coach to do that, dog. To put the ball in the hands of, if you look at these 5 out there, that's your least talented player.
Yo, another thing, homeboy hasn't been in the game in the last 4 or 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
What
Like
we
talking about Pig Miller. Pig Miller just got in the game for the first 5 minutes, like for the first time in probably 45 minutes of real time. I don't know when he was in the game the last on the game clock, but he probably been sitting over there a cool 40 minutes. You bring him in for the last play, and you have Mark West on the bench who just been in the game. He's also a big. I don't understand, dog.
But what is he supposed to do in 4 seconds?
And make it tough for somebody to run around him? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it, dog. It's very interesting.
He makes it easy to switch because he's not moving. He's not covering ground. You know what I'm saying? What is he going to do when he get the ball? It's an easy switch because he's not going to go nowhere.
And Chuck is supposed to be the guy, and he's hiding it. Like, who are they going to? You know what I'm saying?
As if I'm Horace Grant, ain't no way I'm leaving him. I know. Pass the ball back to him, please. Swing it back to him.
Right. You're going to have to earn that one, boy.
Great. Hey, that's a great defensive play. That's an underrated defensive play. Mike trying to go get that ball.
Oh, yeah, I need that.
Three-peat.
But you know, as nice as Chuck is, this is kind of why, like, you need a guard to get it done in these moments because, you know, it's like you got 4 seconds, you got to create a shot. I don't know if you go on to Chuck at the 3-point line and say, go get me a bucket. Like, even in this moment, KJ ended up with the ball. You know what I mean?
What about today's bigs, though? Like, if Chuck shot 37 from the 3, you not running that for Chuck? I know he didn't, but if Chuck shot a higher 3-point percentage at his size.
4 seconds, you got time to get to the rim.
You need somebody that can make a play with the ball.
Make a play with the ball. So it's like, I don't know, like that's KJ ended up with the pill here. You know what I'm saying?
For example, Dallas Miami finals when Dirk hit the game winner. Dirk ain't a great off the ball or on the ball kind of scorer. He has one move. He got to the rack on Chris Bosh.
Yeah, but he got to the rack because, like you said, he got decent ball handling and he got that shooting threat.
Right.
And he had, what was it, Bosh was checking him?
I mean, Bosh is more agile than him.
I think Dirk can shoot the ball so well.
Yo, when you got a burner, dog, it's hard to guard a dude with a burner, dog, because you can't arm's length him. You got to take his complete airspace away. So it's easy to get to the side of you. And then dudes like that, the European dudes, once they get to the side of you, all they do is just keep you on their hip, and it's over after that.
Hey, fundamentals,
dog. Man, I love basketball, dog. I love this, man. Got to get more the last 3 minutes. Last 3, talk hoops, talk crazy. And the funniest thing is, man, everything sounds great in hindsight.
Right.
It sounds good in hindsight. But
yo, that's why people get paid the big bucks. I'm like, man, you in the moment right now.
Frank Nitty.
As a coach, bro, as a coach, you need to have things lined up and ready. As a player, you need to mentally be there and be able to be ready. You know what I'm saying? We're all players. You know what I'm saying? I've been in positions where I'm like checked out for whatever reason, and I've been times where I'm like, okay, this game is over. You know what I'm saying? But that's your job, to handle pressure and to deal with it.
I mean, it's tough, man, because you got, especially in that situation, you got guys that are clearly shook. Talking about a Frank Nitty, talking about a Dan Marley. And it's like you're going to war with these guys all year, practicing all year together and sacrificing and all the stuff that you go through on a team. And it's like in the biggest moment when it matters the most, they piss down their leg. And that's why team is so important, man. Like team makeup is so important. What kind of guys you got? Can you trust them?
But it didn't seem like they had anybody to calm the storm. You know what I'm saying? Who's the guy bringing everybody together saying like, yo, all right, be cool. We about to run this play. Let's make sure we stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Let's make sure we set the screens right now. Let's make sure we stay organized. Like, who was that guy? Because I looked at Chuck. He didn't set a screen. He just wanted to go post up. Frank Nitty was lost. Marley was taking shots, but it was kind of like you just shooting wild. You know what I mean? Like
that's 90s basketball, though, where a lot of teams didn't have the value of I need a good ball handling, a ball managing guard. Like my best player has to be my best or second best player has to be a great guard on the ball, because at any time you got to be able to stop the bleeding.
Right.
The game has changed, dog. Because I know one thing: every team got too many of now. Them ball dominant guards, man. So.
But that's funny because then you got a team like Golden State that has been dominant in the last 5-6 years, and it's all off of ball movement and teamwork.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, man.
Steph gets all the credit, and KD gets all the credit too.
But that's where the game changed again, though, because of the shooting, the three ball.
For sure.
Yeah.
But for example, you got a Draymond Green that's setting really good screens, making really good decisions with the ball, doing the little things. You know what I'm saying? You got Clay who shoots the ball, plays defense, but he just in a role. You know what I mean? Like, This is my role. I don't need to have the ball dribble 25 times, whatever. I'm going to shoot when I'm open. I'm going to lock down on this end, and that's it. I'm going to move off the ball. All fundamentals, bro. At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to.
That's the game right there. All right, fellas. All right, man. Hey, G, don't hold me up next time, dog. Don't hold me up next time, man. I'm cracking no jokes.
Could talk about G's shirt, but I'm gonna let him go.
That's a different story, dog. I'm gonna need that story later. All right, fellas. Great job, man. This was the last three. You know, we got to get. What we talking about next time?
All right, let's talk Warriors. About Cavs Warriors Game 7.
Game 7, dog. Everybody
on
step A, side step right. Hey, I need that in my game. Side step right, three ball.
That's tough. What a good contest, too.
Man. All right, fellas. Good.
Peace out.
Talking to y'all. Holla at y'all. Yeah.